There was a guy named Boss, and he was good at Call of Duty. Not just decent or kinda good, he was a genuine legend. His aim was razor sharp, his strategies flawless, and he knew every map like the back of his hand. When Boss actually played, his kill streaks were endless, and his friends would beg to have him on their squad. But here's the thing, Boss almost never played. Instead, he spent most of his time in the Call of Duty lobby. Day after day, you'd find him there, with his username hovering above the screen, headset on, mic unmuted, and zero intention of starting a game anytime soon. His squad would get online, ready for action, and there he was, sitting in the lobby like some sort of digital Buddha. "Yo, Boss, ready up," his buddy Carl would say, after what felt like the 100th time. Boss, lounging back in his chair, would yawn and say, Yeah, just checking my loadout real quick." Except real quick in Boss's world was roughly the length of an entire war. Minutes would pass, then hours. Boss would tweak his attachments, rewatch his old match highlights, or, on occasion, simply stare at the lobby screen as if deep in thought. You could practically hear the Jeopardy theme song playing in the background. Carl and the rest of the squad would go on without him, running match after match, dying in ridiculous ways, getting blown up by random grenades. Every time they'd return to the lobby after a match, there was Boss, exactly where they'd left him, as if time didn't exist in his world. "Bro, are you ever gonna play?" someone would eventually ask. "Of course," Boss would say. "I'm just strategizing." Everyone knew it was a lie. The only thing Boss was strategizing was how to outlast the lobby music without his brain melting. But here's the kicker. When Boss did actually press start, it was like watching a war god descend into the battlefield. Suddenly, he'd wipe entire enemy teams by himself, calling in UAVs, airstrikes, and attack helicopters like it was nothing. It was as if all that time in the lobby was building up some kind of gaming superpower that he unleashed the second he decided to grace the game with his presence. 5 minutes of Boss on the field was like 10 games for anyone else. Then, just as quickly as he dominated, he'd dip back out to the lobby. "I'm good for now," he'd say, as if he hadn't just single-handedly won the game for everyone. Eventually, Boss's reputation spread far and wide. He became known as the lobby legend. People would send him friend requests just to see if the stories were true. And they were. He could often be found chilling, sipping soda, scrolling through his phone while sitting in the lobby, occasionally muttering things like, "I really should get in a match." But of course he never did. Because for Boss, Call of Duty wasn't about the kill streaks or the wins. It was about the art of almost playing.